Hello, Tiger Cubs. Welcome to the 2020-21 season of Tiger Cub News. I'm Gabe Vogel, and I'll be your host for today. Our show is not quite ready to launch as a weekly program yet, but it's been an eventful week, month, and year, so we wanted to do a show this week anyway. It's been a big year with a lot of changes globally and locally. As you know, we said goodbye to Mr. Kubula in quarter 4 last year, and this year we'll also be welcoming a new assistant principal. We know you've probably had enough screen time this week, so let's jump right in, and there'll be more on that later. We're going to start things off with some earthquake information and safety tips.
Hi, this is Rocky McDonald with your earthquake segment. Let's get right into it.
Thanks, guys. If you want alerts from the Advanced Earthquake Warning System, be sure to download Shake Alert LA app. Next, we have some information for you about the annual PTA Reflections Art Contest, a reminder about how to access tech support, and then a segment on the pandemic.
Hi Tigers, Kyan here. Recently, the numbers for COVID-19 cases have had a large spike due to the last holiday. Recently, the United States has reached 6,863,854 cases, which is larger than any country has grown so far. There have been a total of 31,103,437 confirmed cases around the world. This is only the confirmed cases and not all of the others who couldn't be tested. Not only that, but 259,801 of those confirmed cases are just in Los Angeles. As the holidays come closer, there will most likely be more coronavirus spikes due to people not following the social distancing rules. Europe and India have reached very high spikes recently as well. Also, the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Protection, have officially announced that coronavirus is airborne. To stay safe in these times, remember to always wear a mask when you're out, stand 6 feet apart from others. Wash your hands after being in contact with anything from outside. Stay away from large groups and stay home if possible. And that concludes the segment.
While we're home for distance learning, school sports are on hold. This hasn't stopped our sports team from keeping up with their favorite professional leagues and teams. For more on that, here's Aiden and his team.
Hello, this is Charlie Vogel of Tiger Cub News with your sports update. Football has just returned and many teams are switching spots from last year. The Philadelphia Eagles, who won the NFC East Division last year, have gone 0-2 and their first loss was to one of the worst teams from last year. On the other hand, the Arizona Cardinals, who weren't so hot last year, are off to a strong start at 2-0 with a Week 1 upset against the defending runner-up, the San Francisco 49ers. Many other teams who missed the playoffs last year are starting off at 2-0. The MLB season just has a few games left of the short 60-game season. The playoff bracket designed for this year has the top 2 teams from each division in the playoffs, rather than just the best team. Although down to the wire, 7 teams have already clinched their spot in the playoffs. The NBA has had an amazing year of playoffs so far. There were many upsets. The NBA is currently in the conference final stage of the playoffs. The Western Conference Finals are the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets, and the Eastern Conference Finals are the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. That's all we have for this week's sports update.
Before we get into our last segment, TCM wants you to know that we're always looking for entries and story tips. If you have something you'd like to be featured, email us at tigercubnews@spsd.net or reach out to a team member you already know. In the next few weeks, we'll be featuring an exciting program launch for the library, new and returning clubs on campus, and a welcome to our newest teachers. In lieu of this week's News Minute, we're going to end with a tribute to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in a few weeks.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died last week on September 18th at age 87. Being one of the most iconic people in law, she supported gender equality, LGBTQ rights, and fought for racial justice.
I had spent 10 years of my life litigating gender discrimination cases.
She was born on March 15, 1933 in Brooklyn, New York, and lived in a low-income neighborhood. She got her degree at Cornell, graduating top of her class, but then later attended Harvard Law School as the first female member of the Harvard Law Review. On August 10, 1993, she was sworn in as Supreme Court Justice, filling in the seat held by Justice Bourne White.
I, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Forbes magazine named her as one of the 100 most powerful women from 2004 through 2011. She was a role model to many people and a great inspiration to all of us. Her gentle words carry so powerfully. We will fight to continue her legacy.
Well, I would say that we are not experiencing the best of times. But there's hope.
Rest in peace, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and the world will never be the same without you.